What if I told you that your life 5 years from now will be largely shaped by the habits you repeat every day? Most people believe success comes from huge breakthroughs, life-changing opportunities, or extraordinary motivation. But James Clear, the author of Atomic Habits, argues something different. He says that real change doesn't happen overnight. It happens through tiny actions repeated consistently over time. A habit might seem insignificant today. Reading 10 pages, taking a short walk, saving a small amount of money, or waking up a little earlier may not appear to change your life. But habits work like compound interest. The effects are invisible at first, then suddenly undeniable. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is that you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. Many people set goals. They want to lose weight, become successful, write a book, or build a business. But goals alone don't create results. Systems do. Imagine two people who both want to get fit. One relies on motivation and occasional bursts of effort. The other creates a system, exercising at the same time every day, preparing meals in advance, and tracking progress. Over time, the second person wins because habits are stronger than motivation. Another important lesson is the difference between outcome-based habits and identity-based habits. Most people focus on outcomes. They say, I want to lose weight, or I want to read more books. But James Clear suggests a different approach. Instead of focusing on what you want to achieve, focus on who you want to become. Rather than saying, I want to read books, say, I am a reader. Instead of saying, I want to exercise, say, I am someone who takes care of my health. Every action becomes a vote for the person you want to become. You don't become confident by thinking about confidence. You become confident by repeatedly doing things that build evidence that you can trust yourself. The book also introduces what James Clear calls the 4 laws of behavior change. The first law is make it obvious. If you want a habit to stick, make it visible. Want to read more? Place a book on your pillow. Want to drink more water? Keep a bottle on your desk. Want to practice guitar? Leave it where you can see it. The environment often shapes behavior more than willpower does. The second law is make it attractive. We are naturally drawn toward things that feel rewarding. If you associate a habit with something positive, you are more likely to repeat it. The third law is make it easy. Many people fail because they make habits too difficult. The secret is to start small. Instead of reading for an hour, read 1 page. Instead of running 5 kilometers, put on your running shoes and walk outside. A habit must be established before it can be improved. Small actions may seem insignificant, but they build consistency. The fourth law is make it satisfying. The human brain loves immediate rewards. One reason bad habits are so addictive is that they provide instant gratification. Good habits often provide delayed rewards, so create ways to make good habits feel rewarding immediately. Track your progress, celebrate small wins, acknowledge consistency. Another fascinating concept from the book is habit stacking. The idea is simple. Attach a new habit to an existing one. After I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 1 minute. After I make coffee, I will read 1 page. After I sit at my desk, I will write for 5 minutes. Using existing habits as triggers makes new habits easier to remember. The book also reminds us that our environment is often stronger than our motivation. Many people blame themselves for lacking discipline. But sometimes the real issue is the environment they've created. If unhealthy food is always within reach, you'll eat more of it. If your phone is constantly beside you, you'll check it more often. Success is often less about self-control and more about designing an environment that supports your goals. One of the most important lessons in Atomic Habits is patience. Progress is rarely visible in the beginning. Imagine an ice cube sitting in a cold room. The temperature slowly rises. Nothing happens. Then suddenly it begins to melt. People think the transformation happened in that moment. But every degree mattered. Your habits work the same way. Results often appear long after the work has been done. That's why consistency is so powerful. The final message of Atomic Habits is simple. You don't need to completely reinvent your life. You don't need perfect motivation. You don't need dramatic changes. What you need are small actions repeated every day. Because tiny improvements, when practiced consistently, eventually become extraordinary results. The person you become tomorrow is being shaped by the habits you choose today. What small habit can you start today that your future self will thank you for?